Brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. Special things I can put into you smile. Say, say it also. Say it all. Stop. Care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that so
Everyone, welcome to today's P1 and P2 SMKC. So it's for DMD day 3 already, and let's wait for 5 more minutes for more students join in. So for kids, you already arrived in the classroom now, and tell teacher, can you hear my voice today? Is everything working now?
for the world we're gonna make. Say it, say
everyone, welcome to today's classroom. So later we are going to start our P1 and P2 SMKC DMD. So it's already day 3 and today we are going to learn about counting cube problem. So before the class started, so that's why teacher turned on the camera and the classroom so early today. That's because we need to have a test first. So is everything working well now? We start from 5 p.m. later. So please have a test on the sun tracking and the screen showing. Hello everyone, it's a time already. Okay, nice to see you again before the camera. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to today's class. So we are going to have P1 and P2 SMKC for DMD. Wow, the time is so quick, right? Time flies. It's already day 3, so the last day for our DMD for week 1. So today we are going to learn calculation and counting problem. Okay, and before the class started, we still do a test, right? And can you hear my voice? If everything works well, please type a 1 in the chat box, let me know. If everyone can hear my sound and the screen showing works well, please type a 1 in the comment to let me know. Hello, hello Chloe, very good. Nice to meet you here. Okay, quite well. So what we are going to learn today is a counting 3D shapes. Okay, and I think so many new students arrived today, so maybe let me do an introduction again, everyone. And do you know who is it? The teacher that you see in front of the screen, right? Okay, do you still remember my name? I think for day 1 DMD, I taught you guys on the calculation model. Anyone know my name? Please type it in the chat box, let me know that. Yes, okay. So glad you still remember my name. Hello everyone, this is from, teacher Olivia from Think Academy. And I am the teacher from Singapore Think Academy. I'm teaching primary 1 level. Okay, so let's start the class now. Okay, and I think today is already the last class about the calculation and counting model. So teacher is so glad to see many of you try your best to finish day 1 and day 2 DMD. Okay, so for today, our basic knowledge is about counting 3D shapes, especially counting cube problem. And the coming 2 weeks, week 2, we are going to learn geometry problem. Okay, this part got tested a lot in the kangaroo contest. Okay, and for week 3, some interesting problem sharing about combinatorics here. Okay, so let's start it. And everyone, so before the class started, okay, thanks everyone that arrived on time, and let's get a lucky draw time. So Today, teacher Olivia is becoming a witch, right? And can you try to choose one from the 3 magic bottle? Which one you want? There are different treasure. Maybe something is full of magic behind. Which one you want? Okay, so you can type the option you want in the comment. Let me know. Oh, so vote on A. Is A the most choices? Okay. Oh, so teacher, wait everyone for 3 seconds. Oh, so many options on A. Okay, very good. Then let's try to open that to see what is behind magic box A. What's this? Okay, oh, let's see it. Wow. Okay, so I think the first lucky draw is please smile to teacher Olivia. Okay, can you smile to me now? Okay, using a beautiful smile to start today's class. Okay, everyone, so let's start a warm-up question here. And you can see teacher Olivia is riding a donkey, waiting for you to ask you some question here. Okay, so this question is from the year of 2013 SMKC question 6. Oh, so you can see 2 piles of stacks here. So how many more bricks are there in the larger stack? Okay, so here are 2 piles of bricks. What does the question want? Every time when you read the sentence, please find what is our target for this question. Do I want to find the total number of A, the pile, or I try to find the total number of the bricks in B, the pile? Reconsider the problem. The question is asking you how many more bricks are there in the larger stack. Okay, the question is not asking you about the total, but asking us about the difference. Yes, quite well. We don't want to get the total number of them, but we want the difference of the 2 piles. Okay, and teacher gave you 1 minute. You can think this question on your own first. And if you have the answer already, please type in the chat box, let me know. Wow, that's so quick. Okay, so is the answer 5? I think if I want to know the difference between the 2 piles of the bricks, okay, so Olivia on the donkey, I'm asking you the question, okay? So here, when I try to count the number of how many bricks in pile of A, how many bricks in pile of B, I need to count them one by one, right? So if I want to count it in a fast way, I count them column by column, or try count them layer by layer. Okay, yes, if I try to count them column by column, that will be messy, right? Because the column is not even in a straight line, so I give it up. Yes, very good. So maybe we prefer to try to count them layer by layer. And now let's take a look in pile of A. Okay, I started from the layer with more brick, or the layer with fewer brick will be easier for me. Yes, good job. Okay, maybe started to count it from top to bottom. That will be much more easier. And can you remember for yesterday when teacher Jimson taught us, okay, about this kind of problem? Every time counting problem, how should we count? Can I count them randomly? Maybe started from the middle one, as I like? No, right? Of course, yes, started from the top side, okay? And we cut them in order one by one. Okay, so can you tell teacher Oli how many bricks are on the top layer? Yes, that's very obvious, right? Here is 1. Then the next layer, we have 2 bricks and 3 bricks. Okay, the one on the bottom layer, just 1 more, correct? That is 4. Okay, so 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Okay, can you tell teacher Ollie how many here in total we get? Okay, very good. Correct. So we get a 10. Oh, quite well. Is it? Yes, very good. So that is 10 in total for the first pile of the brick. Now let's move on to the pile of B. Okay, still follow the same direction. From top to bottom, we count them layer by layer. That is 1. Then we have 2. The third layer, we count them 3. The fourth layer has 4 bricks. Then how many bricks on the bottom layer? Quite well. That will be a 5. Okay, so when we try to write down the calculation equation, that will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and plus 5. And kids tell teacher, do I need to calculate them one by one? Or part of the total, I know them already? Good job. So here you can notice from 1 to 4, when you add them up, the sum is given already. So based on 10, we plus a 5. Here we get 15. Okay, if the question is asking you about the difference problem, everyone, difference, we use addition to solve it, or we use subtraction to solve it. You plus them or you minus them? Yes, very good. So here, we can use the second part to minus the first one, number 10. And here the answer should be 5. Okay, and did you get this question correctly? Did you get 5 at the beginning? I remember many of you did this question easily and quickly. Good job, kids. That means you have a good foundation on counting problem. And can you tell teacher why you can calculate that in such a fast time? Oh, do I really need to go through the calculation and write so many equations here? Oh, yes. Do we have a smarter way to work that? Because here we find, yes, so the first pile of A, and there are 4 layers. That means with layers, they got the same number of the bricks in pile of A. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can find the same number of the 4 layers in pile of B. Okay, that means when you compare the 2 piles of the bricks, only the bricks on the bottom layer is different. Okay, so here, except you can try the calculation way. Another easier way is to observe them and we find the difference. Are the bottom layer on the pile of B correct? Okay, so the answer is still 5. All right, so you can choose the way you can easier to understand. All right, and now everyone, let's draw a first minute summary here. So every time when we count the problem, right, for the counting cube question, first you need to find the target. Like this one is asking you how many more questions. Okay, so we find the difference for the problem. And every time, no matter how you count, we always count everything in order. That means from left to right, top to bottom, we follow one direction to work the problem. Okay, and kids, now it's a real task time. Let's see the practice one. Okay, let's see the practice one. And so the question is asking us, how many cubes are there? Okay, I think you definitely want to try the question by yourself first. All right, no problem. So teacher, give you 1 minute for this question. Can you try to count it? And if you have the answer already, can also type in the chat box, let me know. Wow, that's so quick. Okay, now teachers see some different answers already. Maybe you can double check your answer. Okay, so we have 14, we have 16. Wow, why we can have different answers here? Okay, let's look at the problem together, right? And can you share your idea with Teacher Ollie? How do you count the problem? Okay, no matter how do you count, we have to count everything in order. Yes? And is there anyone you say, teacher, I count them one by one? Can we count one by one? Of course, yes, right. From left to right, Okay, maybe we cut them one by one. And if I want to use a faster and easier way, can I also cut them column by column? Okay, of course. So we just imagine so many little cubes here. If they are standing in the same column, that is like a building. So for example, the building teacher only circled out how many floors this building has. Yes, so we just imagine there are so many buildings. Some buildings has 1 floor, some buildings has 2 or 3 floors. Okay, that's also a good way to work. All right, so is there anyone use another way here? Maybe you say, teacher, I can try to cut everything by layers. Is there anyone cut by layers? Yes, we can, right? Okay, can you tell teacher how many layers can be found in this large cube question? We have, yes, 1, 2, and 3 layers. Okay, so for counting cube problem, maybe here, counting one by one is the first one I cross out. Why? Because that spend a lot of time, right? Okay, so first of all, can I try to count it by columns? Yes, very good. Okay, so when we try to count it by columns, now teacher has a question. Okay, I try to count by columns. I started from which building will be the easiest. Okay, and you see there are so many buildings, right? Some buildings has 1 floor, 2 floor, and 3 floor. Okay, that means you prefer to start it from the lowest building or the tallest building. Quite well. Yes, I think the lowest building is more obvious. That's easy to count. Very good. Okay, so now let's take a look. Like this one. This is just the lowest building here, right? Okay, how many floors and this building has? It's got 1 floor. Yes, and now how do we remember the counting method column by column? And teacher, bring one of my uncle here today. And let's take a look. Okay. Can you see him clearly? Yes. And this is my uncle, everyone. So, my uncle, look at his hat. His common piece here all the way. Yes, look at his hat. Oh, the things he worries the most is he doesn't have a lot of hairs. Can you see that? Very good. So, how many hairs my uncle has got on his head? He has only, so poor, right? 1 hair on his bald head. Okay, so let's imagine those kind of columns are also just like the bald man's head. Okay, the number of the cubes, just like their hairs, are not a lot, so we can cut them easily. Like here, if this is my uncle's position, how many hair for this uncle? He has only 1 hair, right? Okay, if you want it to be more obvious, where do we label the one? We label the one in front or beside it, or better, on his head, just like you're drawing the hair for my uncle. Very good. Okay, maybe we draw a hair for him, like this, right? So that is 1 hair. Okay, very good. And now let's see the next one. Here. Can we find? Oh, so you label another one on the top. Quite well. Okay, now teacher has a question. How many uncle has only 1 hair in this question? Can you count them one by one? Remember, we count them in order, right? Yes. Layer by layer, left to right, top to bottom, one by one. Yes, very good. We labeled 2 ones here already. Can you find more ones? How many 1 layers are there in total? Okay. Yes, let's try. 1 And here's 1, 1. We draw the hair one by one, okay? Yes. And now let's count the total number of how many hair one are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and how many? 9 in total. Quite well. Okay. So if there are 9 ones, and now let's look at another uncle beside. Okay. How about this uncle? How many more here he has got? This column? Yes, 1 more here, right? So how many here teacher need to label on the top? That one should be 2. Quite well. Can you find 1 more 2 beside it? There's another 2. Okay, so don't forget 2 plus 2 and another 2. Do I finish the question? No. Okay, so there is another uncle beside uncle number 2. So for this column has 1 more hair compared with the 2 hairs. So that is a 3. Okay, when we add up everything here, now it's a calculation time. Let teacher check who is the first one to finish the question. You can type the total number for your calculation here. 9 plus 2, 11. 11 plus 2, that's 13. So 13 plus a 3. Yes, very good. Here, what is 13 plus 3? Is it 17 or 16? Okay, quite well. So here, we can have the answer, 16 little cubes in total. Very good. Okay, everyone. So since this question is very interesting method, right? We imagine there are so many uncles. They don't have a lot of hair on their head. So we label how many hairs on their head 1 by 1. Then we add up all the possible numbers together. So you can get the total number of the cubes here. Okay, so let's draw a mini summary again. Since we invite bald man uncle here, we call this method bald head method. So usually bald head method, we imagine everyone is like a bald man, okay? So we cut them column by column. And remember, you always try to find the one has the least hair number, okay? So we started from the 1 hair to the one with the most hair, okay? Label on the top and add them up together. Okay, if you understand the method 1, please type a 1 in the chat box. I remember later teacher Oli prepared another lucky draw time. Yes. Okay, are you ready for the next time lucky draw? Quite well. Let's start it. And kids, do you remember ABC, which bottle we chose already? Yes? Okay. The first time, if you just arrived here, I told you, right? So many students vote on A at the beginning, so they have to give me a smile at the beginning of the class today. Okay, now, you still got the 2 choices, B or C this time. Which one you prefer? A is chosen already, sorry. A is chosen already. Now, B or C, which one you prefer? Okay, teacher notice. Oh, maybe some of you want C. B, now half and half. I need more students join in and type what you want in the chat box. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, seems like C got the most voting. No problem. Let's waiting. What is behind C? Here we go. Wow, that's a big gift, everyone. So for today's DMD, it's day 3 already. There will be bonus point. Okay, shared with everyone for day 3 DMD. Okay, so if you submit your DMD paper today, you can get bonus points from teacher Oli's side. Just waiting. Okay, wait for more question later. And now let's see. Yes, you can count something 1 by 1. You can also count column by column. But here, guys, can I use another method to count how many cubes are there? I know very well about counting 1 by 1, counting by columns. Do we have another way to count them? Okay. Yes, very good. Maybe you can also cut them layer by layers. And let's have a try. If teacher tried to cut layer by layer, so can you tell me how many layers those few cubes have here? In this question, how many layers we have here? We have layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, and layer 4. Okay, so which layer is the most obvious? It's the easiest one to get. If I call them A, B, C, D, can you tell me which layer is easiest to get? Okay. Yes, I think the top layer here is easy to get, right? Because there's only one little cube here. Very good. Okay, and so here, everyone look at me. Okay, look at the screen. The top one, since this layer has only one cube. Okay, he has fun here every day on the top. And okay, just have fun here because he doesn't need to work. You see? Can you see any other cube is standing on his shoulder? No. Okay. No more other cube is carried by this cube. So teacher give him a name. If the cube is super lazy, he carries nothing on his shoulder, I will call him lazy cube. Okay, lazy cube. So here, everyone. So layer 1, how many lazy cubes are there? One lazy cube, correct? Oh, so since we have lazy cube, right? And maybe we'll also have some busy cube. Let's see, layer 2. Guys, let's see layer 2. Can you tell teacher how many cubes on the second layer in total? Adi, 1, 2, 3, or 4? Okay, or maybe teacher say, I can just see 1 and 2 cubes here. Am I correct? No, right? Oh, so you see, those 2 cubes, do they have any other cubes on their shoulder? Do they have to carry everything? No, right? Okay, so here we have 2 lazy cube. Okay, do I finish all the counting on the second layer? Not yet, because the lazy cube on the top layer, it cannot be floating. It cannot fly by itself, right? Oh, that means somebody who works here, okay? Yes, the one just below the lazy cube here. For this guy, we call him working cube. Everyone, you see, there is a cube hidden just below the lazy cube. So this guy, we call him working cube. Okay, so for each layer, we have 2 kinds of the cubes, lazy one and the working guys. Okay, so every layer got 2 kind of people. Here, we can use the lazy method to work on the problem. Yes, first, we started from the top easiest level, and all of them, they are lazy cubes, and we count them layer by layer. So step 2, you just need to find how many lazy guys and how many people are working on each layer. Okay, now let's try the problem together, everyone. If teacher started from the top layer, this guy, tell teacher, he's lazy one or he is the working guy. Yes, okay, so layer 1, we have 1 lazy cube. And do we have any working cubes? No, 0. Okay, so 1 and 0, they're equal to 1. That is the total number for the top layer, right? Okay, now the second layer. Tell teacher, how many lazy, how many working? Correct. 2 lazy cubes carry, 1 working cubes is hidden here. What is the total? That is 3 in total. Okay, now the third layer. Can you try to work by yourself now? The third layer, tell teacher, how many cubes doesn't need to work? You can see nothing on his shoulder. How many are lazy on the third layer? He carries nothing on his shoulder. Quite well. There's only one. Yes. Okay, so here we have one lazy and how many working cubes? Oh, the others, yes, they have to carry the 3, which is on the top. Quite well. So 1 plus 3 equals to 4. Yes. And here, I think for the bottom layer, here, the bottom layer, tell teacher, are there any lazy guys on the bottom side? Oh, very good. Nobody is lazy this time. So 0 lazy and all the 4 cubes need to carry something on the shoulder. So 0 plus 4 equals to 4 in total. Okay, so how do I get the total number of the cubes in this problem? We just need to add up the total for each layer one by one. Okay, now let's check. 1 plus 3 plus 2 fourths. Can you tell teacher how many in total in this question? Okay. Anyone got the answer? Yes, you just add them up. 1 plus 3 equals to 4. So here we have 3 fourths. Oh, 3 times 4, that is 12 in total. Very good. Okay, so when we cut them layer by layer, everyone, so the lazy method we use, remember, started from the top layer and we add up layer by layer 2 types of the cubes, lazy guys and working guys, to find how many is the sum. Okay, and now it's another lucky draw time. Teacher will share another new method to everyone. So we just have B unvoted. Okay, so B is a game time. Do you want to play the game? Yes? Okay, let's try this question first. All right, let's try this question first. And after this question, and I will show you 2 games. Here, how many cubes are there? Can you use your own method to count it for Teacher Oli? Let's quickly get this answer. Very good. Okay, so here maybe we can use the Botman method. Tell teacher, where should I label the hair if I use the Botman method? Just like the hair on their head. So I label one by one. Oh, from the one with the least hair. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 plus. And how many uncles here has 2 hairs on his head? 1 and 2. Okay, and tell teacher, how many hair for the tallest one? Yes, he has 3 hairs. And how many we get in total? 4 plus 2 equals to 6. So 6 plus 2, 8. 8 and 3, that is 11. Very good. Yes, so you can also try another method, of course. Lazy method, lazy cubes and working cubes. Okay, so to check your answer. Now, let's try a bonus question, okay? So can you tell teacher, if I change the question, how many hidden cubes are there? What does hidden mean? Oh, that means those cubes, you cannot see them. They are hidden below some other cubes. So how do you want to try this? Maybe, yes, I think some of the students think, teacher, I can use my imagination. Yes? Okay, you can type your answer in the chat box. Yes. Oh, I saw somebody type in the chat box. See, teacher, we just need to see how many people are working. Very good. Yes. And okay. Yes, here, maybe we can try to use finding how many in total of the cubes, right? And to minus those, you can see them easily. So now teacher try to count them, right? And somebody type 3, somebody type 4. How many cubes can be seen here? Let's start it from the top layer, okay? This one can be seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I finish the question, everyone? Do I finish the question? Don't forget it, okay? If you can see it clearly. This one, is this hidden? Can you see that one? Yes. So this one should also be counted because you can see it from the front view. Yes, let's recount it again. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those 8 are that can be seen. Okay, so total minus the seen cubes, the others are hidden. So you can see here, right? If you are using this way, that's easy for us to miss some cubes. Okay, so I give it up. Do we have to try this question? Let's think about it. Can I also use the bookman method? Since here, this is an uncle, right? And his hair can be seen easily. So, are there any hidden cubes on this column? No. Oh, so I think we can change our mind. If the question asking you how many hidden cubes, you just try to find the hidden cubes column by column, right? So here we can also use the Boltzmann method, counting column by column to find the hidden one only. Yes. If so, for this column, there are how many hidden cubes? That's 0, correct. So there will be how many 0 hidden cubes column by column? This one, 0, 0, and 0. Okay, now let's move it to the next column. Tell teacher, this column, how many cubes can not be seen? I think 1 or 0. Yes, that one also 0. Okay, the one next to it. How about this one? Okay, so there's only 1 cubes hidden here. Correct. And for the tallest building, and this Boltzmann supposed to be 3, but you can just see 1 here. So 3 minus 1. How many are hidden? Very good. 2 hairs are hidden. So if the question is asking you to look for hidden cubes number, I just need to add them up. 2 plus 1, all of the others, they are 0. So you can get the answer easily in this way. Okay, yes. So for trying to find the hidden cube number, okay, and you can use total to minus the 1 can be seen, but it's easy to get some mistake, okay? So we still can use the Boltzmann method, help us to find the hidden cubes one by one. Okay, everyone, so I think that's all about the sharing today, but I promise you, right, there will be the game later. So do you want to try now? Do you want to try the game now? Okay, some easy games to try. Oh, okay, let's try it. Here we go. First question. Look at the hot air balloon. Help to paint it with the beautiful colors. So do you know the pattern? Tell teacher, what will the next one, the color I need to paint? I use the yellow one or the green one? So you just tap Y or G in the chat box. Let teacher only know that. What will the color be like for the next one stripe? Very good. So are there any pattern for the color? Okay, so this one yellow. How about the next one? Oh, I still use the yellow color. Very good. And what about the last one? The last one? Yes, quite well. 2Y1G. Okay, how can you find the pattern? Yes, this hot balloon goes like yellow, yellow, green. Okay, thanks everyone. And that's all for today's class. And teacher, say during today's live stream, right? I say, oh, there will be some bonus hidden extra coins will be given to everyone if you try the day 3 DMD today, right? Okay, and everyone, see you for next week class. Bye-bye, everyone. Goodbye. Now is the time you can come back to see what we are having for DMD paper today. See you, everyone.